This is hopefully going to be a short video, but I don't know. Most of my videos aren't ever really that short, so we'll see. I'm responding to Brandy with a Y. If you see Brandy's video on Viddler, stop. Charlie. Charlie's crying for now. Jeez. But, sorry about the camera freezing. Okay, couple things. One of the first things you mentioned, Brandy, is like the name calling, and yeah, I agree with you. I don't think it's ever okay for somebody to call names. Even if, you know, if somebody called me, if somebody called me ugly or what have you, I don't think it would be okay for me to call that person ugly. Because number one, I'm just stooping down to their level. And number two, like, okay, ad hominem arguments is something that just drives me nuts. And what ad hominem is, let's say in this situation, um, calling you ugly has absolutely nothing at all to do with the argument. At all. It's just stooping to make insults based on the person's personal appearance. Because you can't think of something better to say that pertains to the argument. That's basically what argumentum ad hominem is. I think the long version is argumentum ad hominem. I can't remember. But yeah, it's basically attacking the person presenting the argument, attacking them for their looks or their beliefs or something that doesn't pertain to the argument at all. And I hate that. It's a big pet peeve of mine. So, like I said, the name calling, I don't agree with that at all. I think that's really uncalled for. But like I said, you know, different people react to situations differently, and when people allow their emotions to sort of, I guess, steer the ship, they respond, you know, in ways that they shouldn't. We all do it. I know I do it a lot. But okay, and the other thing I wanted to talk about is the whole evidence thing. We keep talking about evidence. I don't think that the issue is having or not having evidence in this case. Basically, the issue is not evidence but observations. Um, I know that the reason I came to the conclusion that I did was based completely on observations. It's not looking at any evidence. It's just making observations and then coming to a conclusion based on what you've seen. And that's what I did. And I think that's what other people did too. I can't speak for them, but I know that's what I did. So, like I said, it's not necessarily, for me at least, about any sort of evidence. And I know I don't really have a dog in this fight because I wasn't a victim, but it is sort of public and, or semi-public participant on our Twitter. And of course, I do have an opinion about it, and I like to talk. So, yeah, it's not so much about evidence, but more so observation of the observations that we've made and the conclusions that we've come to based upon those observations. And I think that I'm really happy that my video made you take a step back and sort of look at things differently, or look at yourself or some of your actions differently. Sometimes it takes a stranger, you know, to point out things about ourselves, and hopefully, you know, we can be open enough to accept those things. And obviously, you were open enough to, um, you know, take the things that I've said and look at yourself. And that's really commendable. That's really cool because most people can't do that. When most people hear something about themselves that they don't agree with or that they don't like, it pisses them off, especially if it might be true. And it's something that they can't or haven't come to terms with. You know, most people's initial reaction is to get pissed off about it, but you didn't. You took it and turned it into something positive, which is really, really cool and very, very commendable of you, Charlie. Charlie. Come over here. And what else did we talk about? I can't remember. Your video is kind of long. Mine always are too. I think those are the main things I want to say. It's fine. Oh yeah, the proof, the whole proof thing kind of goes back to what I was saying about evidence. You know, it's really not about evidence or proof; it's about observation. And I wanted to say something else too, but I just forgot. I should have wrote everything down. And TGO, I really don't. I mean, TGO's been, you know, like I said, been gone for a long time. I don't think he. I think there are easier targets. You know, TGO had a pretty big wide range, you know, wide range of people that he picked on. Most, if not all of those people are still around. So I think, you know, we'd be hearing about it from more people. And, you know, I never had anything against TGO. I thought what he did was really stupid. But I never had any. Ooh, I never really had anything against him, and I spoke with him and to him on a really friendly basis, uh, and I openly disagreed with him. You know, when I saw that something he was doing was stupid, and I don't know why he never tried to attack me, but he never did. I think he tried to talk crap to me once and talked about my looks. Like I said, I had a big nose or something, and I was like, ooh, ooh, ooh. But after that, he never tried to say or do anything to me. But I don't think he's back, and I don't think he has really any minions left. Uh, but yeah, that's pretty much all I had to say. Um, I wanted to say something, I just can't remember. I'm running out of time. I'm like 8 minutes now, so I'm not going to make this a two-parter. Yeah, you know, oh yeah, and if you didn't do it, you know, you saying you didn't do it certainly isn't going to change the opinion of other people. But like I said, um, I think that the best outcome of the situation would be for, you know, regardless of who people think did it, for nobody to feel personally insulted, and you know, for everybody to take a step back and look at themselves. But uh, I'm really happy that you have begun to take notice of some of your attention-seeking, I guess I'd say attention-seeking activities. Um, Everybody deserves to be happy with themselves, and that, you know, doesn't exclude you. And I know that I've gone through stages where I have been an attention seeker and I've done things to try to get people's attention because I just wanted somebody to act like they gave a shit. And it was like, even when people acted like they gave a shit, it still didn't mean anything to me because it wasn't the way that I wanted it to be. I don't know. But yeah, I'm glad that you've opened your eyes to that and think it should be some, you know, think it should be something you should work on, because once you really stop that attention seeking and stop that, you know, melodrama, you'll be a lot happier with yourself, and I think that you deserve that. So that's about it. I'm at 9 minutes 40 seconds, but I can't say anything else, and that's all.